If you've got a young kid and traveling just feels a little too overwhelming, you're in the right place. We're traveling the world full time with our 3-year-old, Toddler testing everywhere we go to try and give you all the information you need for what it takes to travel to your favorite destinations with a kid. What you won't find here is a food guide, but what you will find is a guide to do you need to bring a stroller, what's the bathroom situation, how easy is it to find a playground, and what are some great kids activities. So today we're talking about Paris. First off, if you're traveling to Paris, you definitely do not need to bring a car seat. There's a train directly from the airport into the city, and you can walk or use the metro anywhere you need to go. However, I will say that the metro is not the most stroller friendly. We found a lot of the time that once you got into the metro station, there were elevators to get up and down, but to actually get out, you had to, carry your stroller up the stairs. This is also not a place where it felt comfortable to just push your stroller onto a bus or a train. You needed to fold it up and kind of get out of the way. If you had a different experience with that, feel free to correct me, but that's just the way we felt, and maybe we were being too self-conscious about the space we were taking up, but it definitely was not the easiest metro system to use with a stroller. As far as specific kids activities goes, it was kind of a mixed bag. There are obviously carousels all over the place, but after one, are you going to keep paying for more carousels around Paris? I don't know. One thing we did love is that we didn't really have to worry about looking up playgrounds, because really quickly walking around, you would see them all the time. Especially along the Seine, you really couldn't walk too far without finding a slide or another little thing to climb on. They also had pretty big playgrounds in the more tourist-centric areas, right at the base of the Eiffel Tower, a couple blocks from the Louvre, which is just really nice after going into a museum or doing an activity that wasn't kid-based to just be able to hop out and run around for a while. While the museums in general are not very kid-centric, the museums themselves aren't very kid-centric, but they are stroller accessible. I really did not spend much time having to pick up the stroller and carry it somewhere. Except for Montmartre and the Sacré-Cœur. I watched John Wick 4, he fought 1,000 bad guys going up those steps when I practically died trying to carry a stroller up them. I mean, it's worth it, and there's a lot of space up there for your kid to explore. Just, be prepared for the stairs. One thing I was a little nervous about was just with all the cafes, you see how close the chairs are to each other, and it's kind of what do I do with a stroller? But anywhere we went, the staff were really quick to make space inside for us to store our stroller somewhere, and it really didn't feel like a nuisance at all. Overall, I'll always say I'm not here to draw conclusions for you. I'm just here to try and give information. We had an amazing time with our kid in Paris. I would say it skews a little bit more on the side of you're dragging them around to things and having to try and engage them in those activities rather than having attractions that engage the whole family easily. But our time there was amazing, and I mean, just look at that face.